And the next race is off. The women's varsity 4C final, and this is for the clubs. There's an open level and a club level for the SIRA regatta. This is still the club level. In lane 1, we have NC State. In lane 2, Tulane. Lane 3, Northwestern State. That's in Louisiana. Lane 4, Murray State. Lane 5, LSU. In lane 6, Auburn. I'll try and make it quickly through the lineups here. In the NC State boat from bow to stern, Kyrie Plaster, Cassidy Petrikowski, Claire Hepburn, Caitlin Agee, coxed by Landai Hartman. I might have gotten Miss Hartman's name wrong. I apologize for that. In Tulane from bow to stern, Olivia Endek, Rebecca Lang, Bailey Joyce, Nia Fletcher. And the cox is Piper Fleece. In lane 3, Northwestern State, from bow to stern, Catrion Creel, Quitra Clay. I'm going to blame everything on my bad eyes if I'm getting any of these names wrong. Kennedy Stewart in 3, and Hannah Gertner in 4, coxed by Amelia Capera. Murray State in lane 4, we've got bow to stern, Megan Brandt, Elizabeth DeMars, Catherine Miller, and Laurel Head, coxed by Alejandra Robinson. And LSU in lane 5, bow to stern, Marie Herkey, Lauren Herkey, Emma DeMario, Addison Gibson, coxed by McKinley Hobson. And in lane 6, we've got Auburn, bow to stern, Bailey Dial, Stella Howard, Olivia Cole, Aaliyah Ayers, coxed by Aubrey Whittinghill. Good view, and it looks like a tight race in the top 3 places right now. So lane 3, 4, and 5 are all hanging in there neck and neck with Northwestern State from Louisiana in lane 3, Murray State in looks like second place in lane 4, and LSU in lane 5. That is all, might have just edged into second place, and it looks like they're actually making a move on Murray State in the middle of your picture here, and LSU may have taken a little move and gotten ahead of them. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. So the finish order has changed from what I told you. Looks like it's LSU in the lead by about a deck, Murray State in second, and Northwestern State hanging tough with Murray State. It looks like they're actually changing positions. One boat will make a move, and then the other boat will match the move. That's almost a dead heat. That's maybe a quarter deck difference as they cross the 1,000-meter mark. So this is a fantastic race here, and Northwestern State is having to work to stay ahead of Murray State and LSU. Oh, I'm sorry, LSU is having to work to stay ahead of the other 2 boats. It's just a great race. This is what the racing's all about. You watch the time trials in the morning, and it's just boats chasing each other down the course. But this is what spring racing is. This is sprint racing. This is what we came for. This is what we trained for. Looks like Northwestern State's making a move, and they may have pulled just ahead of LSU. They're in the third 500, so that lactic acid tax man is coming to call. This is still anyone's race for this set of 3 boats here. Tulane and NC State and Auburn are pretty far back from the last large view we got, but this is a really tight race. This is exciting stuff here. I think those red buoys mark the last 500. The time would be about right. We're at the 5:30 mark in this race. So again, since this is a sea level final, these athletes will be done for the weekend after this race is over. Oh yeah, this is good racing. LSU and Northwestern State are just battling it out, but Murray State's staying in contact with them. If they want to go, it's going to be time to get going now. But LSU and Northwestern State are just battling it out. LSU looks like they might have a bow ball lead, but that's all. This one could come down to a photo finish. I don't want to look away even for a second to grab my stroke watch and get stroke rates for this. This is too good. So you can see the edge of the red buoys. We're coming up to the last 250. This is a view from the finish tower, and it looks like LSU is edged out about a deck length lead on Northwestern State. Murray State has fallen off a little bit, so they might be edging themselves out of this. This race is going to be between LSU and Northwestern State, and Northwestern State is making a move again on LSU. They're fighting back. If the LSU coxswain is looking over at the Northwestern State boat, she's urging her crew on. LSU boat coxswain is sitting up. This is the time that the jockeys really start hitting the horse. I think Northwestern State made another move there as we switched over this view. Nope, looks like LSU still got this one by about a deck. It's going to be a close one, and the perspective just changed a little bit again. So now we are into the last 250. That's the red buoys. Just a fantastic race. Collegiate spring racing. There'll be many opportunities around the country if you happen to be listening to this to go and watch racing. One of the good places that you can go to see what the schedules are to find a race that's close to you is row2k.com. That's ROW, the number 2, K is in kilo.com. That generally has a pretty good schedule of racing and also place to find results. Also, the HereNow website for our production people here. They have a good one. Regatta Central is another place. But I recommend if you have the opportunity and you've not done it to get out and see a race, even if you don't have athletes racing. They're still just great events. The banks of the Melton Lake here is the finish. And it looks like Northwestern State might have edged out LSU. We'll see when it comes up. Yes, Northwestern State unofficially is the winner. LSU should pop up here. It might be, yeah, that's a pretty tight race, folks. A second and 4/10. And then we'll see Murray State pop up at 8:40. That should be Auburn crossing. Nope, that was Tulane. I got a bad perspective on my shot there. That's my fault. I miscounted the lanes going over. Tight race though between the first and second place boat, and even Murray State held on there for a really long time. So that's the C final of the women's varsity 4 club level. Just good stuff. Great coverage by the camera people.